The difference between successful and unsuccessful people lies in their daily habits. How you spend your time today determines how your tomorrow will be. If you do not spend time acting on the things that will make your future better and brighter, do not expect your future to turn out great. Successful people spend their time investing, while unsuccessful people spend their time wishing and blaming. It is true what they say that success is predictable. You can tell how one will turn out to be in 5 to 10 years from now from the way he or she lives their day-to-day life, from their daily habits, and from what they do with their time. You can also tell how someone will turn out to be in the near future by the quality of people that he or she hangs around with. So, here are 8 habits of highly successful people to emulate. Number 1, goal setting. Successful people set goals. They set goals to help them navigate through life while keeping a clear focus on what they want to achieve. They set goals to stay on track and avoid distractions and side attractions. Successful people set SMART goals. Their goals are specific, realistic, achievable, relevant, and time-based goals. They do not set goals as though they are writing their wishes on a sheet of paper. They set goals with action plans, strictly defining what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and what to do to get what they want, in finite details. They understand that the first key to success is having a personal definition of success for themselves, and their goals give them just that. Achieving their goals, whether financial, spiritual, physical, mental, or emotional, gives them a satisfactory feeling of achieving success. However, they take the first step of defining their success by setting goals and writing them down. You hardly see a successful person that has no goals, and that is why success is never achieved overnight. Success comes with years of hard work and consistency. Number 2, delaying gratification. Successful people are masters of delaying gratification until the time is right. They do not go for something just because they feel like it. They are not dependent on their emotions, and they let their brains think for them rather than their hearts. For example, if one's definition of success is achieving a financial goal, say having a total of $250,000 at a certain age, the person will not just decide to buy a car just because it looks flashy to them or because they like it, but rather they would wait till a better time to buy the car as long as there's no physical inconvenience involved in waiting. Some people would even rather choose to put up with whatever inconveniences that may arise until their goal is achieved. They can control their emotions and not go for things because they like them or because some other person has it. Number 3, self-discipline. Successful people are disciplined. They do not wait for an everyday motivational speech to keep them working on their goals. Self-discipline shows in what you decide to spend your time doing. Would you rather spend your time mindlessly scrolling through social media, or watching television, or watching movies all day waiting for motivation from somewhere or somebody? Or would you rather spend your time working on your goals and achieving all the things you set out to achieve? Self-discipline is what keeps your why in your mind all day, making you conscious of your actions and how you spend your time. Number 4, consistency. Successful people are consistent with what they do. They'd rather spend 30 minutes every day for 10 years working on what they want to achieve than procrastinating all year and then trying to achieve everything at once within 10 weeks. Because of their consistency in doing what they do, they can figure out their mistakes and learn from them on time. Consistency gives them room to develop and constantly improve on what they do. They understand that consistency and repetition are the keys to long-term success, and that is where they keep their focus. Number 5, tenacity. Successful people are tenacious. They have the whatever it takes mindset. They do not give up just because something did not work out the way they wanted it to. They plan to the end. One thing tenacity builds in successful people is the ability to foresee danger or an unexpected occurrence and plan their way out of it before it occurs. Just as Proverbs 22 verse 3 says, a prudent and far-sighted person sees the evil of sin and hides himself from it, but the naive continue on and are punished by suffering the consequences of sin. Successful people are ready to do whatever it takes to not only get evil out of their way, but they have a plan to bounce back and keep going after an ugly occurrence. They do not sit back to whine and complain. Rather, they get up and keep pushing. Number 6, reading. Successful people are great readers. Part of their daily habits is reading. They never stay uninformed or ignorant. They seek knowledge far and wide and do not restrict their search for knowledge only to their fields of interest. Successful people read every day to develop themselves as well as increase their knowledge bank. They are also obsessed with self-development. Not only do they go after books that feed them with substantial information to improve a situation, but they also go after books that help them improve the quality of their lives. They are obsessed with growing and learning new things, finding new knowledge, and figuring out new ways to imbibe whatever new knowledge they gained in their lives, in whatever ventures they are involved in. They are always willing to do better, always working on being a better version of themselves than they previously were. Their taste for reading makes them humble enough to learn. Hence, their quest for knowledge and willingness to do and be better never ceases. Number 7, taking responsibility. Successful people not only take responsibility for their successes and wins, but they also take responsibilities for their failures. They do not subscribe to pulling the victim card. They do not shift the blame of their actions from themselves to other people or external factors. They take responsibilities for their actions and figure out ways. They take responsibility for their actions and figure out ways to fix them. And instead of focusing on their failures and disappointments, they focus on the lessons that they can get from the ugly situation. They have a different perspective of failure. They do not see failing as failure. They'd rather see it as one new way to not do a thing. They pick the lessons from their failures and move on, instead of remaining in their downfall and playing the victim. Their ability to take responsibility for their actions makes them victors through circumstances rather than victims of circumstance. Number 8, time management. Successful people have mastered the ability to manage their time and use it effectively. They do not let time control them. Rather, they control time. They do this by planning out their days, having a schedule, and sticking to it. And even if certain unexpected situations come up to rob them of an opportunity to get something done, they are quick to get back on track with their schedules. Also, they do not spend their time on unproductive distractions. They still find a way to stay productive with their time, either by reading a book, spending time with friends and family, or rekindling an old connection. They are always time conscious. This also helps them respect other people's time because they understand that time is money, and so they use it wisely. God bless you.